Welcome. Venus retrograde is happening in 2015 from July 25th through September 8th. There are a few weeks before that and a few weeks after that where Venus is going to be in shadow period. So we may see some similarities, some things starting, rising, finishing up in that shadow period as well. Therefore, this reading may extend on to its shadow period. I wanted to do this little introduction to say a little bit about what Venus retrograde is. First of all, Venus is the planet that governs over beauty, values, love. And so when it is going retrograde, it is going through a revisal phase. It's moving backwards, it's reevaluating things, changing things around, tweaking things from the past and our current situation to make it better for the next cycle when Venus goes direct. So I will be talking in this reading about those areas specifically: money, self-value, self-worth, values, and love, as well as beauty. I want to recommend for anyone who has their birth chart and knows their moon and Venus sign that you choose the video of your moon sign and the one of your Venus sign to listen to. But if you don't have that information, or you just don't want to and you'd rather listen to your sun sign, go for it, go ahead. Depending on how deep you want to go, how much information you want during the readings, you could listen to the moon sign video, the one for your rising sign, as well as Venus and the sun. It just depends on how much you want, how much time you want to spend, and how much you want to hear, because I think there are going to be bits of information for you in all of those. Alright, so thanks for listening to the introduction. Here we go. Alright, here we go, Aries. Ooh, you get an extra card. That's interesting. Success. Very cool. Six of fire. Wands. Success. Alright, for the general part. 2, 3. Lean to the past. 5. Playfulness. And guilt. So I think for a number of you during this Venus retrograde, you're going to be dealing with sorting through your attachment to the past and your feelings of guilt about things that have happened in the past. And having a lighthearted attitude, learning to release some of those heavy emotions, realizing that success, like everything else, is in motion. It changes, so you can't cling to the success and have it stay either, unfortunately, but enjoy it in the moment. And I think that this Venus retrograde is going to have those elements in it for you. Okay. Now, getting more specific. I'm going to do 2 cards for money, love, for your overall values, for your sense of self-worth, the way you value yourself, and for beauty. Okay, money, you have two cards that are very close to each other. So you have politics, and you have the burden card. So politics is about being two-faced. Politics card is about being two-faced, portraying yourself one way in order to try and manipulate situations when really something else is going on behind the scenes that you're not letting others know about. Burden card is about taking on other people's burdens, letting other people, feeling controlled by other people, like you have to do things you don't want to do. So this is some heavy stuff. I think this Venus retrograde is going to bring some stuff up where, of course, this is going to play out different for different people, but for some people, I think this is going to be about where your usual way of going about making money and doing things is going to be shaken up. For some people, you're working jobs, doing things that you don't want to do because you feel that you have to. You have responsibilities, other people to take care of, or reputation to protect. Other people's I'm really getting responsibilities here a lot, but other people's interests. They want to use your money, and this can also be, so this could be about not being true to yourself, about being false in the workplace because you have to in order to keep your job. You have to act like you're happy and be friendly when really you don't want to be there and you're not happy. This can also be, I think for some people, it's also going to be more about it could be about questioning other people's integrity in the way you're making money. If you're okay with it or not. There might be some dishonest stuff occurring that you're going to have to face. Some stuff going on like behind the scenes. A light's going to be shown on it and you're going to see what was going on. Wow. With the other cards, the success card and the playfulness, wouldn't let yourself get bogged down about this, worry too much about it. I think stuff's happening for a reason, so you can get through some deeper issues and sort some things out, so that life can be easier and better in the long run. And so that could help in the future. I do want to give a word of caution to people, though. If you're thinking about doing some of these shady, underhanded deals, things that aren't very ethical, and becoming, one of these being here on top of this other being, if you're thinking about, using other people in such a way to get ahead, you might want to rethink that. How else can you make money? How else can you go about it in a way that's kinder and more in alignment with your heart? intense cards to start off with. Okay, so love. We've got some more mind cards. Postponement and comparison. For some of you, I think this is going to be that you are wanting a relationship of some sort, either a specific one with a specific person, some sort of romantic relationship you're wanting to move forward with, but there's going to be some sort of postponement. You're not able to, the other person isn't in it. There's delays beyond both of your controls, things of that nature. And the deeper reason for that is so you can do some inner work. Work on your self-love and limiting having your self-value come from externals, the way you compare yourself to other people. For some of you, I think this is going to be where you actually do have a choice, where you can move into a relationship right now. You know, somebody's romancing you, wants to get together with you, but suggested advice from Spirit is take things slow. Venus is in retrograde. Try to postpone things and not worry about comparing yourself to others, or comparing what's been going on in the past with your current relationships. It's a time of reflection, so really I think the most important message here with this is try to postpone moving too fast, getting engaged, getting married, and just deciding to go steady with somebody. Do whatever you want, free will, and whatever. I don't want to, but that's what the cards are indicating. And that you have some mental things that are going to come up, challenges to do with this, how you compare yourself to others. If you are using relationships to, whether you're in a relationship or not, or how your relationship is going, the type of person you're with, status, things like that for your own self-worth, and comparing what you want to what is going on, to your ideal mate, to the mate that you have, or the person you're dating. A lot of this stuff going on. And single people too, maybe you're really longing to be in this ideal dreamed up relationship of yours that you want, this perfect relationship, to be loved. You want to be in a relationship, but it's been postponed, so you can do some reevaluating. Alright, so next we had general values. General values next. Trust in the source. So this is what these two cards look like. This message is very much about trusting the universe. So going with that, trusting in the universe, trusting in source energy within you. A lot of people call it God within. There's going to be some challenges or some situations, some opportunities, some opportunities for you to deal with some of these trust issues you've had going on with yourself, and to evolve them. I'm also getting the sense that a lot of you are really wanting to be able to trust in fate more, trust in the universe more, and be able to relax into that more. And so that would be a good thing to work with. See. Okay. Now for your value of yourself, the way you value yourself, with courage. Both of these are major arcana cards, so the big deal cards. They're large life lessons, not little, small things. This is probably stuff that's been building for a while, maybe all of your life. Being Aries, you probably do have a significant amount of your sense of self-esteem and self-worth that comes from your ability to be courageous and put yourself forward and grow, going from being in a hard situation or a situation that's gray and yucky and turning it into something beautiful, or a hard situation and being the one to bring about something completely new and fresh because of your bravery, your outgoingness, your courage, and willingness to take that action and initiate that drive. This may have to do with continuing on, whether if you start projects and then don't finish them. This may have to do with, angels or guides or spirit, whatever you want to call it or believe in, sending you messages and opportunities to work on that, to work on being able to have more endurance in what you start, and telling you that this can improve your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth. The Lover's card is a very interesting card to get here. So the Lover's card has a lot of depth to it. Now this can be as simple, for some of you, this can be as simple as, and it's not really simple, of course, but it can be just about learning to value yourself more without it being about another person, without it being about a relationship, who you are in a relationship, whether you have one or not, and the reflection of another person, how others see you. It can be learning to value yourself and get genuine self-esteem just by being you and completely separate from what anybody else thinks. The Lover's card tells a story of how love comes in 3 stages, and now I think there's very well more of them, but at the most primal level, the most immature level, it's the lust level. It's just lust, and there's a lot of thick, heavy, low vibrational emotions and feelings that can go with that, such as wanting to possess people, jealousy, and other unpleasantness. And then on the second level, it's where you are no more in codependent relationships, which also are on the low level. You're in interdependent relationships where you function perfectly on your own, you love yourself when you're single, and the other person, it's the same thing. When you come together, you have a relationship where you're not codependent, you're interdependent, you're working together. It's increasing and enhancing what was already there, not trying to fill a need or a void where you feel a lack within yourself. Okay, and then the third level is the highest level, is where you have unconditional love for everyone. It's a universal love, it's connection to source energy. So that's very interesting to see show up in self-values. It's like some big stuff, Aries. We have another 2 major arcana cards over here in beauty, so that's interesting. We've got nothingness, and we've got the rebel. Nothingness is not to be confused with nothingness. Nothingness is a sort of peace. It's a very deep concept, and this major arcana card being the 5, I definitely think that there's going to be some change for most of you around your concept, perception of beauty, or beauty in some way. It might be that you decide, it might be your perception of beauty, what you find beautiful. You might decide, well, I've been looking at things this way, and now I've decided that that's not really what matters. What's coming to mind is like appearance, physical appearance, and then you decide, you know what, I met this beautiful person and they were totally ugly inside. And so then you realize, you start looking at beauty differently, and it's got to be coming from within. It could be like your home. I'm getting a strong message that it's your home for a lot of you. I don't know why. For some of you, getting a message to say it could be your home. It could be like you had a color scheme for a while and you're like, yeah, you know what? I used to like this and I don't like this anymore, and you just decide you want to change it. Or through the retrograde, you're kind of figuring out that if you're not in a beautiful environment anymore, it's not beautiful to you anymore, and you need to change it, and you start making plans that you'd like to do, or jotting down ideas, things of that nature. But the rebel, that's very interesting. Maybe some of you are feeling a need to make some rebellious or radical changes to your physical appearance, things that will make you stand out. I'm thinking things like purple hair, nose rings, I don't know. Things to express your uniqueness that may be controversial to others, like family members, people at your work, your boss, people who you're close to. It would make you appear to be a rebel. It would be an outward expression of your inner self, ideally, but it may be. I would caution against that sort of thing just during the retrograde, because the lens is different. Like, we're looking at things different during Venus retrograde, and you may do something and regret it once Venus retrograde is done. So especially the more permanent things, like tattoos and things that are going to take a while to undo. Because I'm getting a feeling that it may not really be about that. In the moment, you may think that you are outwardly expressing something from within, and it's positive and it's good, and it's you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to love it. But really what you're trying to express is actually your need to be different, your individuality. So it might be, you thinking, oh, I would love dark purple hair, that would look so nice, and how it would make you feel and look, and not be able to see that it's not actually about that at all. So just be careful, and maybe go deeper. Maybe, do a little meditating first instead of just going on impulse and going out and doing things without giving yourself time to decide. Just do a little meditating and just ask yourself, and being open to receiving the answer. Just ask yourself, like, why do I really want this? Okay, is there an answer may come to you? Okay, is there a deeper reason? Just see if the answers come to you, stuff like that. Because the nothingness card too really is an indication of meditating, of finding that quiet mind. And so this can be applied to any areas of beauty. Before you do, renovations on your home, or buy a car, or if you're dating somebody who's very out of blue or different for you, or a new friend pops on the scene, a new acquaintance, and in some way you equate them with being a rebel. Especially pay attention to your intuition, give yourself quiet time to reflect before you make decisions about these things. All right, so we have 2 more cards for you. They are from the Medicine Wheel deck, so they're very apt to be animal totems, but there are some grandmother, grandfather, and they're called totem cards as well. So let's see what pops up for you. These are going to be guides for you during this phase, this Mercury retrograde, during this Venus retrograde. If you would like to accept them, they come with teaching, support, lessons. Okay, so you have Otter reversed, and you have Hawk. Very cool. I'm going to read these right out of the booklet for you. Reversed Otter asks if you have denied your feminine side and become too controlling and rigid with yourself. Loosen up. Try swimming in Otter's water element to release tensions and develop a settled body. Mental rigidity often comes from beliefs acquired in childhood. Widen your horizons. Be adventurous. Step out of habitual patterns and try something new and fun. Alternatively, perhaps you have shut out the warmth and love of others. Otter teaches us the value of friendship and companionship. Perhaps you need to have fun with others of like mind. Look for a club or group that will stimulate your interest in something new or different. It is easy to become dull or joyless without flexibility. Hawk. Hawk tells you to use his gift of keen sight and instincts to check your environment and lifestyle. Alternatively, it may be advising you to seek counsel to ascertain the direction you need to take on your spiritual journey. Soar with Hawk to reach higher levels of consciousness, and from these heights you will find your path in life. Hawk's keen sight will sharpen your awareness. His ability to hover teaches you poise and balance. If he swoops and flies off in a particular direction, seek your vision there. Alright, thanks Aries.